Veronica Buide, founder of Pulpa Rights, is our last guest from the Bologna Licensing Trade Fair/Kids. Thanks to her expertise in consultancy specialized in intellectual property, IP, for media, Veronica explained how the rights chain really works and what are the correct ways to approach it, as well as highlighting the current regulations, or lack thereof, surrounding AI.
Good morning, I'm Veronica Arciari and welcome to Media Pulse. And today, we're with Veronica Buide, founder of Pulpa Rights.
Thanks, Veronica, for inviting me to this very first edition of the Licensing Magazine podcast. I'm very pleased to be here in Bologna and here with you guys. I've been working in the entertainment industry for more than 20 years, mainly focused on building IPs for kids and tweens. Some of them that were original ideas that eventually became global franchises like Pocoyo or Miraculous Ladybug. Other projects that were born as a single format, such books, and transitioned into something else like Mortina, for example, or Milo, and others that which is lately very common, toy lines that become media, series, movies like Gormiti. So, and Pulpa Rights is my business affairs consultancy firm. I founded it 3 years ago to help creators navigating all the, this rights ocean we are in. Help them to control or have under control their rights on over their creations, and also helping them how to strategically think about a potential IP if they want to expand their narrative universe into different platforms, media, etc.
Well, now that you just introduced what you do, I would like to ask you, what is the most common misconception about working with rights, like doing what you do effectively? What is the common misconception that people have around the rights world in general?
Well, we could be talking about this like for ages, but let's focus on at least one topic regarding these misconceptions. I think the most common misconception is that if you create something, you will be, as a creator, you will be respected and all your rights will be protected just for the sake of being the creator, which, of course, the regulations say that, meaning if you are a creator, you will have all the copyright over your creation, so you can be, protected, or you have the protection of, the law, but you need to state what you are negotiating with all the people surrounding you that are helping you creating this universe, this concept, this product. So sometimes, or many times, there are misunderstandings, or people forget about stating in written that if I help you to create, for example, a character for your book, I need to assign to you all the rights in order for you to then negotiate with a publishing company the publishing of this book. And going beyond that, if this publishing company or even the author wants to negotiate with a production company, turning this book into a movie or into a series, there are many different contracts that have to be signed beforehand. So normally the lack of this chain of rights, chain of title, is the most common problem when an independent creator, and even some companies, want to go beyond the original idea or the original format and turn this project something else.
So in this sense, what would you say is the ideal first steps for someone who was created something and is trying to get it out there? What would you say are the first key moves in order to ensure that this process doesn't go wrong?
Thanks for asking me this question. In my opinion, this creator or this company should find a business affairs person to work with in order to secure all their rights, so they have the freedom to then evolve this project into something else or negotiate with, the scope they want freely and without any problem in the future.
I'm sure that right now the talk around AI is, of course, very hot, and I think that you're the right person, to ask this question to, because like right now, a lot of people are talking about AI here and there, all the time, everywhere. But the truth is, the main big question is around, the rights. So, what is the current situation? Like from your perspective, from what you do, how is it going? What kind of things are you noticing worldwide, and then also in the countries where you mostly work with Pulpa Rights? What are the what are the things that you would like to highlight for the people who listen to the Media Pulse to know about the truth behind the rules that AI is setting?
Well, this is a very complicated question and a very complicated answer. I'll try to make the long story short. The thing is, the regulation, for example, in Europe, right? In the European Union, the AI regulation is very strict when it comes to sensitive industries, which is health, or defense, industries like manufacturing industries, etc. But when it comes to intangibles, so intellectual property, the regulation is not that detailed. So there are lots of gaps and gray zones where, nobody knows exactly if something created with an AI tool can be copyrighted or not. So it's very subjective. The only thing it's clear, and everybody is that this IP, this intellectual creation, needs to have a human involvement in a high percentage. What it does mean? It depends on the subjective opinion on the registry officer or the judge. But everybody almost agrees that if you are the original creator, the original conception of this creation, or your piece of work, of your script, or the design of your characters is yours. The artistic direction is yours. You are just using AI tools for the production. Then it's copyrighted. But it's not clear. Of this creative process needs to be done by human beings, and how to prove that. So this is the reason why I always recommend to creators and IP owners to keep evidence on all the conversations they have with the AI tools, in order to prove that they are or not the real creators. So it's an original creation, it's a human creation, and I've used AI just to assist me, or to do things maybe faster, but not to create. no? Because the original creation is mine. So this is a very tricky question still, not only in Europe, in Latin America, everywhere. Step by step, all the governments are trying to introduce in the cinema laws, in artistic laws, specific clauses that states these kind of things, but still we are very behind anyways.
In the sense, like in terms of timings, do you have any idea of how long do you think it will take before we will have some clearer ideas around AI? Like, do you think it's like gonna happen within a certain time frame, or do you think it will take like a long time before we actually make sure that all the regulamentations are in place?
I have no idea, to be honest. Everybody is, of course, is waiting for the big trials to have a resolution from the big trials in the States, right? Because Getty Images and associations of writers, illustrators, photographers, etc., have sued these big, the big AI guys, not for the outcome of those tools, but for the training, because they are, of course, saying, okay, but you have used all intellectual property to train your tool without any permission and giving me nothing in return. So everybody is waiting for these big resolutions. Let's see what it happens. This is one thing everybody is waiting for. And then in regards of the outcome, if it's copyrightable or not, everybody is discussing. I mean, the academia is discussing what human involvement means, which is not easy. And we are also waiting for the legislators to, put on paper and in written what they think a percentage of human involvement would be for a work to be copyrightable. So I have no idea at all. What is clear is that technology goes very, very fast, and as always, legislators and regulations. So it's a tricky moment right now. That's why it's even more important the human creation and keep evidence of that. And even I've heard lately about creative projects that as a claim and as a promotional tool, they use the phrase AI free. You have to prove it, of course, because maybe it's just fake. It's like AI washing. But yes, I think especially illustrators, writers, they are very concerned about it, and they have reasons to be concerned. But I think the educating the consumers, the readers, the viewers in putting value on the original creation and the human creation is what would ideally or hopefully change things. Yeah.
Thank you, Veronica. We all hope for that we will get clearer answers soon. Thank you for listening to Media Pulse, and I hope to see you in the next episode.
You've just listened to The Deep Media Pulse, Decoding Brand and Content Evolution, a video podcast powered by Licensing Magazine and Animation Journal. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next episode. Next week, The Deep Media Pulse will return with a brand new season, with new guests, new topic, and many news. Stay tuned.